In 1905, the first Geneva car and bicycle exhibition took place. Since then, the annual Geneva International Motor Show has become one of the most popular motor shows in Europe. This March, the 86th edition of the show kicked off. Our team invited Father Mike Deeb to reflect on this tantalizing spectacle and tell us if there is any contradiction between admiring beautiful cars and our faith.
Science is not in contradiction to faith in any way at all. That the development of these vehicles is part of scientific evolution, scientific development, and God's given us all the means and the capacity to be trying to improve things scientifically, to make things better. My main feeling walking through here is to ask myself the question, how would Jesus feel if he was walking through here and watching all these cars?
220 exhibitors in 7 halls unveiled their technological jewels and car concepts for the future.
And we've got to be thinking in a new way about those things that we regard as status symbols. We have to be looking for other ways to find worth, to find ourselves acceptable to God. It doesn't come through things like that.
Around 900 new car creations were presented to over 700,000 visitors, an action-packed show from start to finish. Taking place in spring, the Geneva Motor Show is the manufacturer's favorite event to present their last creation before their launch on the market.
One thing that pleased me very much going around here is see to what extent car companies are trying to develop more eco-friendly cars. If we can continue this trend, then hopefully we can combat the serious challenge we have of climate change and of the destruction of our planet.
Highlight of the day, the friendly Porsche team inspired Father Mike to test it in their latest Carrera.
Well, it was an interesting experience because I've never sat in such cars before, but obviously a bit of discomfort because there's a sense in which it was a contradiction of what I'm trying to stand for and live for and serve for. But it was useful to do it, to have the experience and to know what makes many people feel good and feel good about themselves. And how can we make people feel good about themselves without having to do that? That's the question.